Welcome back. Boy, is it hot outside. Normally I have my door open so that there's a little bit more light, but it's too hot. I know. Get on with it, Tina. We didn't sign off for the weather report, right? All right, so what are we making today? We're going to make some like mall bourbon chicken. There's no actual bourbon in it. I know that it is traditionally made with bourbon, but I really don't think they're doing that in the mall. I really don't. I think they're using what I'm going to use. So we're going to go over there. We're going to make some bourbon chicken without the bourbon. So let's get it. Let's go. Let's hit those pots. Come on. All right, here's what you're going to need. I really can't give you a price on anything because really it depends on what chicken you buy and how much of it you buy. I'm going to be doing extra because my kids like extra, but it really just depends on the chicken. So you're going to need some rice. If that's what you want to serve it with, you could serve it any old kind of way you want. I'm using rice. I have some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I don't remember what I paid. It was either $6 or $7. I'll put the price up so you can see. And that's because I got a big pack. I didn't get a small pack. And I got some of the California style mixed vegetables. You could use whatever vegetable you want or none at all. So I'm going to show you what the pantry staples are that we're going to use. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to get that rice started. Just putting some water. I'm going to wash the rice. Wash it, don't wash it, that's on you. I'm going to put it in some water. Going to bring it to a boil and then let it simmer for 15 to 20 till it's done. All right, here's everything you're going to need. Now, I jokingly said that I was making extra. Well, kind of. We like extra sauce, so we definitely are going to make extra. So the amount I'm giving you now is 6 to 8 servings, okay? You're going to need a cup of apple juice, a cup of light brown sugar packed, a half a cup of ketchup, a half a cup of low sodium soy, 3 tablespoons apple cider vinegar, 4 to 6 cloves of minced garlic. I have garlic out there. 1 teaspoon ground ginger, some red pepper flakes, a little bit of oil to cook things in, and some cornstarch. You're going to need a little bit of water for the slurry, but I think that's everything. So we're going to get started with the sauce so that while we're slicing up the chicken, it has time to thicken. All right, so we're going to start mixing the wet ingredients. And my thumb just got apple juice all over it. Apple juice. Soy. I think it has something to do with the ketchup and the apple cider vinegar is the reason why you don't need the bourbon. God, this brain injury gets me when I can't remember things. Drives me crazy. Apple cider vinegar. A bunch of garlic. I put a big old heaping plop in there. I might have put too much. I don't know. Too much garlic. Who ever heard? Ketchup. Now, the recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger or 1 teaspoon of ground. I have half a teaspoon because I don't like ginger at all, and I can taste it. So a half a teaspoon to me seems like an awful lot. Almost want to do a quarter. And then the brown sugar. Oh boy, let me do that in my hand. Now you'll see it's a little darker on the bottom. I ran out of light brown. I had to add a little bit of dark brown. And we're going to give that a little whisking. All right, so I'm just going to put this just to get it warmed because we're going to cook it with the chicken. But I want to start getting it just going, getting the flavors going together. All right, so we're going to put that on the burner, and we're going to start working on the chicken. All right, once you cut away all the ick that you don't like on it, we're just not going to talk about it because I don't want to think about it. We're going to start slicing this into strips. You could do chunks. You could do however you want. I think I'm going to go with like 1/2-inch pieces like that. I might shorten them, I don't know. But that's what I'm gonna do to all of my chicken. This isn't all of it, there's more, but this is all that I de-icked. So just keep cutting till you cut through whatever chicken you have. All right, so I sliced up as much of the chicken as I want. Washed my hands, and we have to wash them again. I'm just gonna pat it dry so I can get a little bit of cornstarch on it. Just gonna squeeze it and put it in a bowl, okay? I hate looking at it because I can see the fat on it. Makes me want to throw up. All right, so I just put some in a bowl, and I'm gonna add a little bit of that cornstarch, the 3 tablespoons I had. I'm gonna add a little bit to the chicken. It helps with the crisping of the chicken, and then when it gets into the sauce, it helps with the thickening of the sauce. So I'm not making it super dry, I'm just kind of squeezing it, and then chucking it in a bowl on the side. All right, so I'm gonna take about a tablespoon of my cornstarch, and I'm just gonna stir it around. Just to coat the chicken a little bit. Okay. Show you what that looks like as soon as I'm done. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper. So all that cornstarch is kind of mixed through. And I'm gonna use a little bit of seasoned salt. I know, it calls for regular salt, but I like seasoned salt on chicken. Okay, just a little bit because we're gonna have a lot of gravy or sauce or whatever it's called. All right, gonna mix that through, and then we're gonna move it on over to the frying pan. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil down in the pan. I'm not gonna put too much because I want it to kind of brown up. So I'm always heavy-handed with it. Just gonna start adding the chicken and browning it up. Work in batches if you have to. You want a nice good heat. So I'm just gonna load this pan up. So I'm gonna use about that much in there at a time until it's brown. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm gonna use one spatula for while it's cooking, another spatula when I'm taking it out. All right, it's not really browning up to my liking, but we'll have another go at it in just a few minutes. Let me turn that down. I'm gonna take my other spatula and take it out of here. The other ones will brown more than the first ones. These things are sticking in the pan. I don't want to get too much going on. Some of it browned, like that one. It's about 3 to 4 minutes per side. If you have a cast iron or a black stone, oh boy, that would be good. I'm going to repeat that, until all of this chicken is cooked, and then I'll come back and show you what to do with the rest. All right, we're all done. Don't worry about this. That is flavor. We're going to add the cooked chicken. Get rid of that spatula. Get to my cooked chicken spatula. Back to the pan. And then we're going to add our warmed sauce to it. I'm not sure if I'm going to add all of it because some of it I might want to keep out for like a gravy, I guess. Right now I have mine down to a low. I'm feeding a lot of people tonight. Okay. Oh, we might end up having it all in there. I would keep just a pinch out. Turn that up. The vegetables, I'm just gonna warm in the microwave, steam them in there real quick. because I don't want to add it to this. I want it to have its own flavor. So this will loosen up everything on the bottom. It should thicken once we get the slurry in there. I'm just gonna let this simmer for about 5 or 6 minutes, just trying to get the flavors into the chicken. But that's where we're at. All right, so I have 2 tablespoons of the cornstarch and some water. We're gonna add that to it and let it thicken up. Hopefully we'll get a nice, deep, dark glaze on it. Let that simmer. That is done. That's as thick as I want it. Here's a little bit of the extra sauce that we have. Vegetables are done. Rice is right over there. It is done. All we gotta do now is plate it up. Oh, I forgot, wait. One more thing. I did not add the red pepper flake. I left it out because I'm a sissy. If you've been here for a minute, you know I don't do spicy. Ketchup is too spicy for me sometimes. And I'm not even saying that joking. I really do mean it. So my kids like spicy, so I took it out so they could add it to it. Start plating things up. All right, so I got some veg, I got some rice. Oh my gosh, I got a plastic spoon that doesn't want to hold the chicken. And we're just gonna put some of this chicken right down there. Boom! Get a little bit of gravy over there. Some of the extra juice. Oh my goodness, a fly got in here. I wanted to get my plate. That's what I hate about, there it is again, he came back. A fly got in. That's summer. Gonna add a little bit of juice. I'm gonna put a little bit of parsley down on top just for the pretty. For that stupid fly. Ah! All right, it's gonna be really pretty. All right, so I got some juice down on top of that. We're having an invasion of a fly. I'm gonna put some parsley down there just like that. Boom. I'm gonna meet you at the table.
Amazing. Incredible. Outstanding.
If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video.
Dinner time. Woo! I say it all the time. I can't wait to eat this. I didn't even sample it. I'm going right from the recipe that I had. I'm gonna get a little bit of meat and a little bit of the rice, just to taste, and some juice. You ready to go? Let's go. Oh my gosh, that is so good. And tender.
That's really good.
It doesn't taste exactly like bourbon chicken. But boy, oh boy, that's close enough. That's close enough. All right, let me get the rest of the people fed in this house and see what they think about it. Bye-bye. Eric just put some red pepper flakes all over his for some heat because, you know, I can't take it, so give it another go. Which way you like it, with or without?
It's good with, but I like it better without. It's really good.
Okay, so without. There you have it. All right, bye-bye. Dinner's over. How did we do? Boom. They did not finish, but boy, oh boy, did they try. Let me turn the camera around and see what they thought about it. All right, I'm back with Aiden and Tyler. Let's start with Aiden, because I really think he had a big reaction to it. What'd you think about dinner?
It was like so good. I loved it.
Yeah, he did. He really liked it. Thank you, Aiden. Tyler, what'd you think?
It was really good. I loved it, and you did a very good job.
Eat it again?
Yes.
Eat it again?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me get Eric. Hold on a minute. All right, I'm back with Eric. What'd you think, Eric?
I thought it was amazing. I thought it tasted perfect just the way it was.
Just the way it was, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I really liked it. I'd make it again, and it was so easy. I literally, you throw a couple things together, boop, boop, you're done. All right, well, there you have it. I hope you try it. I hope you like it. Leave me a comment. Either way, see you later. Bye.
Okay, here we go. I fed 6 people. I Googled what it costs for this bourbon chicken at the mall. It came out to $11 for 2 sides. That's the rice and the vegetable. I had 6 people. That was $66 without tax. You know that tax is going to hit you. I went to the store and spent $9.14 total. I fed 6 people and had quite a bit of leftovers. That is a $56.86 savings, guys.